Step two is on sellers. So one of my buddies told me this technique, and it's such an amazing technique. So with sellers, you can think about what's the hottest topics for sellers in this market, right? So hottest topics for sellers would be, and you got to say, who's the number one seller in our market going into 2024? The number one seller is somebody 45 to 55 years old. We call it the silver tsunami. People that are, kids are leaving the house. Me, I'm 54. My kids are all out of the house. My wife and I are actually buying another house. So I'm exactly this client, right? Cash rich. You don't have a lot of debt left on your house because you're equity rich. So you're not interest rate sensitive. So these are the perfect sellers. So when I'm marketing to them online, I got to speak their language. So I'm going to say, is it time to right size your house? Attend this seminar that I just created, this webinar. Download this PDF that I just created about the 10 things you can do to get top dollar for your house. So you're going to create a webinar, or you're going to create a PDF around the hot topics of selling, right? And then I'm going to give you one quick tip on the webinar side, which is really, really huge, is use a system like webinarninja.com, webinarjam.com, create a webinar, and you're going to talk for 30 minutes. Maybe have a buddy that's a lender come in and talk, and you guys are going to just riff for 30 minutes on a topic that's a hot topic. You're going to put it out online. And now what Webinar Jam does is it makes it look like it's live all the time. It looks like every 30 minutes this thing's coming back live. So clients will say, oh, I'm going to attend a live seminar. It looks live, but it's not really live. And so what happens is you get a bunch of leads flowing into your CRM that are live sellers. So that's another tactic, Webinar Jam, Webinar Ninja, to create live seller leads based on topics that are going to interest sellers. And you can think of a bunch of topics, 7 ways to get top dollar, 7 ways to get your house ready for sale. Why should I list now versus the spring? There's a million topics you can come up with.